Hello friends, and welcome back to Joyful Half Acre. Today we're going to be doing a couple different things. First we're going to be baking some stuff, and I've got my helper, Clay. He's my 14-year-old son, and he didn't have school today, which is great. I've been really using him today. He probably wishes he was at school. But now I've got him baking. He's going to be making blueberry muffins and some energy balls for snacks for him for the week. And then I'm going to be doing some planting. All right, this recipe, I'm not sure where we got it at actually. We've had it for a while. I'm sure I found it online somewhere. I will put the recipe in the description box below. And Clay's gonna be making these. First, it is, can you tell him what you're putting in?
3 cups flour. I forgot we were doubling it.
We're doubling it because last week he made these and my husband and oldest son and all the kids loved them so much that they were gone in just a couple hours. So he had to make a second batch last week. So I figure this week we'll start off with 2 batches and maybe the last couple days. Then we're doing 1.5 cups sugar. He's using a 1/2 cup, that's why he's putting 3 in. All right, now he's putting in a teaspoon of salt. And the next ingredient is 4 teaspoons baking powder. Well, we only have maybe 2 teaspoons. So I just looked up what a substitute for baking powder is. And this says a 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar plus a 1/4 teaspoon baking soda for every 1 teaspoon baking powder is a alternative. So we're gonna mix our own baking powder alternative. And there's our mixture. I actually had 3 teaspoons of the baking powder, the bought stuff, so this is a teaspoon of homemade, or maybe a little more, I don't know. It's about that.
We are putting in 2 eggs. Then 2/3 cup milk. Then after that we have 2 cups of blueberries, but first we have to put in the coconut oil.
Yes, and why haven't we put the coconut oil in yet?
Because it is cooling down.
Yes. We kind of forgot it was melting on the stove, so we had to cool it down a minute. And then we'll add that in and then put the blueberries in, well, stir it up, then put the blueberries in, stir that up, and then get them baked. Well, all right, friends, we got the coconut oil put in, not without some excitement. I took the melted oil and poured it into a measuring cup and put it in the freezer. No problem, I pour hot liquids into plastic measuring cups all the time. Right about now, you're probably thinking, oh, that was stupid. Yes, it was. We yep, and I'm still making a mess. It melted the side in my freezer, so it melted on things, and yeah, we had to pause and clean up a mess. So as I've said before, I can't do anything without making a mess, but it's okay. It makes life exciting, right? So he's gonna finish stirring and put the blueberries in, and then we're gonna get these in the oven.
Okay.
And while the muffins are cooking at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, Clay's gonna make some energy balls. I found this recipe online also, I'm not sure where. A lot of times I just write recipes down, and this is a basic one anyway. A lot of sites have it, so I've seen it many places. So 1 cup oats, a 1/2 cup peanut butter. I should get him a spoon. There. I'm just the helper. I just love having him home from school. He's my one child right now that is in public school, and then I homeschool the younger and have the 2 in college. But yeah, so I enjoy it when he's able to be home with us. Plus I get so much more done because I have a helper. Actually, we spent a lot of this morning doing some deep cleaning. This time of year I love to start deep cleaning stuff that you can't do most of the year because you're too busy outside. Can't go outside right now anyway, so clean the house. Actually, no, that line in the middle is the half cut, so a little bit more. Probably Friday I'm gonna have a video out on how I do my deep cleaning of the house and the methods I use and some tips and tricks and stuff, and so stay tuned for that. All right, now a 1/3 cup honey, and he's already got that measured out over here. A teaspoon of vanilla. Oh. And a 1/2 cup chocolate chip. Now stir it up, and then he's going to form them into balls, and then we're going to freeze these. And he's got the peanut butter energy balls all made, and now we're gonna put them in the freezer. Right, now that the baking is done, or we're waiting on the muffins to get out of the oven, now I'm gonna be planting strawberries and onions. Strawberries, I planted some from seed last year, and about half of them survived, and I planted them out in my garden, and I have a nice little strawberry bed, but I have plenty of room for more, so I'd like more plants. So I'm gonna plant a bunch today, and hopefully I'll be able to have an even larger strawberry bed, because last year they didn't grow very big. I don't know if that's the kind or not. I need to look it up, but they were just tiny little strawberries, and Ella and Archer, my 2 youngest kids, they went out there, and every time there was a red one, they would eat it. So I'm glad they enjoyed it. So I'm gonna plant some of these, and then onions. I have never planted onions from seed, so this is a new experience. And I've also, I've seen in I'm not sure whose video, I think it might have been, it was either Roots and Refuge or Am I Gardener. I'm not sure where. I'm gonna have to look up for sure which video. But they talked about you can just plant them together, and this is an experiment. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to look up the video for sure on how to transplant them. But I know that it did say you can just plant a bunch together and then take them apart later. So we're gonna try it. If it doesn't work, hey, I'm gonna plant some sets out also anyway, so I'll have plenty of onions, I'm sure, but this is an experiment we're gonna try. If you haven't learned yet, I am not the videos you watch to find out exactly how to do things. I am the videos to watch if you want encouragement, if you don't know what you're doing, but to be encouraged that to still try, and you can do it even if you don't have all the knowledge. Just try things. If it doesn't work, that's all right. I hope that's what I am to you all, an encouragement to just give things a try, and if it doesn't work out, oh well, at least you can say you tried.
I'm gonna put them.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a onion seed before. Interesting. I've always just planted them from the sets that you can buy, and so we'll see what comes of this, and hopefully I get onions and strawberries. All right, and since I'm in my greenhouse anyway, I thought I'd show you what I planted last week, how it's doing. All right, my herbs, I have nothing growing yet. Nothing at all. But that's okay, because look, my lettuce is growing there, and over here. And look outside at our beautiful weather. It got icy here the other day. Actually, I'll show you pictures now of my window in my living room. This was from the storm on Friday night, a couple days ago. And then from there, it turned to a little bit of snow. And my tomato plants, they look sickly, but you know, it's January. That little tomato's growing, so that'll be my second one. And my poinsettias are looking beautiful still. So, and they're done.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. He wasn't sure if they were done, so we put them back in for a little bit, but they look done now, so it'll be all right. That's why they're kind of sunken in a little bit, because we took them out before they were completely done, but that's okay. They'll still taste great. Right, Bryce?
Do not touch that again.
All right, so thanks for watching today, friends. I hope you'll try maybe one of these recipes or try planting something. I just want to encourage you to just give things a try. We mess up all the time. Muffins out before we should have, melted a cup. Who knows what'll grow, but you have to look on the bright side and just keep trying and things work out. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.